With further ado, I will let Barbara to speak. Barbara, ladies and gentlemen, Barbara Comstock.
Thank you, everybody. It's wonderful to be with you here today. Thank you, Dr. Akbar. You have been such a wonderful friend last year and this year, and it's been so great working with you. And I can't thank you enough for bringing this great group of people together. It's great to be with you again, and it really is a privilege to run for this office at this time, because it really is both a critical time, I think, in the history of our country, as well as a critical place and location where we really can demonstrate here in the 10th District, in Northern Virginia and beyond, because this district extends all the way to the West Virginia border. But we really can get it right. When you look around the country and you see all the things that are ailing us and sort of all the things that are wrong with the country, there is nothing that is going wrong in this country that can't be fixed with what is right in this country. And what is right in this country, I think, really goes on every day in the 10th District, where we all work to bring everybody together, because we have such a great, diverse group of people here in Northern Virginia. Everybody comes here to seek the American dream. And here in the 10th District, you can most definitely find it. I have talked to so many people, and you all know people from all over the world who have come here to live the American dream, and they've lived it. And as I go around the 10th District, I do hear more and more people, though, concerned that that dream is dying. You see businesses not really being able to start up. You see the economy really flat right now. You just see that sort of anxiety and concern about, will this country be as good for our children as it was for us? And it's great to see. I think we have definitely a lot of two generations here. People have brought their children. I think we may even have some 3 generations here. But what's so wonderful is to bring everybody together and to talk about what we're going to do to keep this American dream alive.
Good afternoon, everybody. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, marhaban. And I think I got some Punjabis here as well, right? Hey, howdy, Punjabis. Good to see you all. Dr. Akbar, Mrs. Akbar, Mr. and Mrs. Omar Hayat, Mr. and Mrs. Sam Zaktan, Mr. and Mrs. Singh, and everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're here on a Sunday afternoon to help us help Barbara. And that is the first step of what needs to be done. Look, I can talk about what Barbara has done the past 5 years in the House. We've been colleagues in the House of Delegates. As most of you know, I represent Eastern Loudoun, Sterling area, part of Haymarket, Dulles South. November 4th, put it on your calendar, that's Election Day. That's the day that really counts, November 4th. Polls will open at 6 a.m. and they will close at 7 p.m. So if you live in the 10th District, which is most of McLean and West, all the way to the West Virginia border, down to Manassas, please mark your calendar from now, November 4th. We need you at the polls. And between now and then, what does it take? Simple, folks. It takes 2 things. It takes time and it takes money. Money and time, time and money. And that's how we can have somebody who just said to all of you that you will have a seat at the table, not just today, but when she is in Congress. And in order to do that, we need time and we need money. What do I need?
Barbara is running for Congress for 10th District, which is a seat held by Frank for almost 32 years. So now, as a community, definitely we need to help Barbara so we can keep Frank Wolf's seat. So we will keep the majority in Congress. It's very, very important. Barbara already touched a few points. She talked about the jobs. And we request Barbara only one thing. Jobs is created by business, not by government. So please keep in mind that federal government is already too big. We don't want to make it bigger. So we need to work so we can have the jobs. And healthcare, big miss. Barbara already mentioned. Hopefully Congress can do better. And at the same time, as a community, for some reason, Democrat Party franchised our votes. And as a community, we need to really more study closely which party is more aligned with our values. So definitely, who gave us Governor of South Carolina? Not Democrats. That's Republican. Gave us Nikki Haley, whose real name is name from birth is Nivrata Randhawa Haley. Who gave us Bobby Jindal? Bobby Jindal's parents born roughly 20 miles away from where I born, and Nikki Haley born probably is her parents born around 6 or 7 miles away from Ranjit's hometown. So definitely we will support Barbara, and when we're looking at the map, especially maps comes really critical when it comes to Manassas City, Manassas Park. Even David is our very good friend. He had to work very hard because Eastern London County in 2012, majority votes go to Obama. Now we have to work hard to make this seat for us. At the same time, I don't want to talk politics a lot, but David mentioned at Gillespie, friends, definitely we need to get back to Senate. And Virginia is the state. If we don't send Mark Warner home, we are in with majority in Senate. So definitely, to work together, we need to support Barbara, and Barbara definitely we will support. Thank you.
Ms. Barbara, we want to know what is your policy on immigration reforms?
Well, we want to make sure that we have a system that works for everybody. So we have to enforce the laws that we have on the books. And we have to make a system that is based on, what is good for our country and make sure it is legal. Because one of the problems right now we have is that the system doesn't work for those who try and come here legally, and then it rewards people who try and come here illegally. So we need to get a legal system that works for everyone, and I do think we need to go step by step, and we've got to sit down and work closely together. I mean, it's a difficult issue, and it's a challenging issue, but we have to start working together on it.
Anything special in your mind for the South Asian community? Anything special in your mind for the South Asian community?
Well, you tell me. I'm not...
there are certain issues relating for the Sikhs with turban identity. So how are you gonna deal with the minorities?
Well, I've always tried to work with everybody by meeting with everybody, going to the communities, hearing from them to know what they need and to hear what the problems that come up and what they need for their businesses, for their families, for their kids in school. So it's always, try to come in and work with the community.
And say a few words for our Indian community, so they can listen and vote for you.
Okay, well, no, it's great to be here today with Indian community and to talk about why we all want to keep the American dream alive and make sure that we have everything for our children and grandchildren that we can do for creating better jobs, creating opportunity, and making sure that we will always keep that dream alive, and we are a welcoming society. So thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much, Barbara.
Kihali Punjabiyos, this is Delegate David Ramadan. I am here today. I represent Eastern Loudoun County and Western Prince William in the Virginia House of Delegates, and I am here to support my friend Delegate Barbara Comstock, who is our nominee for Congress in the 10th Congressional District, which includes Northern Virginia, Fairfax, Loudoun County, Prince William County, Clark, and Winchester. Barbara is a great friend of the Indian American community and a supporter of all minorities in Northern Virginia. We really need and appreciate your support to her. You can find her at barbaracomstock.com between now and Election Day.
Barbara Comstock for Congress.
Or barbaracomstockforcongress.com between now and Election Day on November 4th. We'd love your engagement and we'd love your support. Namaste.
Yeah, sure.
ਅੱਜ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਅਤੇ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੋਂ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਇਕੱਠੀ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਬਾਰਬਰਾ ਕੌਮਸਟਾਕ ਜੋ ਕਿ 10th ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਲਈ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਲੜ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਅੱਜ ਲੰਚ ਦਾ ਇੰਤਜ਼ਾਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਤਾਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਭੈਣ ਭਰਾ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਈਸਟ ਅਤੇ ਵੈਸਟ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੋਂ ਆਏ ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਬਾਰਬਰਾ ਕੌਮਸਟਾਕ ਦੇ ਕੰਪੇਨ ਦੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ।
ਅੱਜ ਵਰਜੀਨੀਆ ਦੇ 10th ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਲਈ ਬਾਰਬਰਾ ਕੌਮਕਾਸਟ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਸ਼ੇਸ਼ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਆਯੋਜਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੇ ਵੱਧ ਚੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਲਿਆ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਕੁਝ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ, ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਰਿਫਾਰਮਸ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੋਜ਼ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਮੇਨ ਸਟ੍ਰੀਮ ਪੋਲਿਟਿਕਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਭਾਗ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਤੇ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੇ ਭਰਪੂਰ ਸ਼ਿਰਕਤ ਕੀਤੀ। ਮੈਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸੁਖਪਾਲ ਧਨੋਆ, ਗਲੋਬਲ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਲਈ ਵਾਸ਼ਿੰਗਟਨ DC ਤੋਂ।
I'm just talking about Babra Comstock ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਰეკਮੈਂਡ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਵੀ ਹੋਵੋ ਤੇ ਵੋਟ ਵੀ ਪਾਓ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਣੇ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਸ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਕਈ ਦਫਾ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਲੈਸ ਦੈਨ 1% ਹੈ, ਜਿੱਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਹਾਰੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਐਂਡ ਲਾਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਅਟਾਰਨੀ ਜਨਰਲ ਦਾ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ 600 ਵੋਟਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੋਇਆ ਚੇਂਜ। ਤੇ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਾਓ ਵੋਟ ਤੇ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਬੜਾ ਕਰੀਬੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਓ ਤੇ ਨਵੰਬਰ 4 ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੋ ਕਿ ਕੈਲੰਡਰ ਤੇ ਲਿਖ ਲਓ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਬੜਾ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਸ ਕਰ ਦੇਗੀ ਅਗਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਈ ਤਾਂ। ਤੇ ਬਾਬਰਾ ਰਿਕਗਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ। ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ, ਰੱਬ ਰੱਖਾ।